We locked in. We locked in. We're locked in. We're locked in. If you are in the building, let me hear you clap your hands. Very first threads and melodies. We're getting things started. We're trying to get it right. Gino, get me right. Get me right. Get me right. We're going to get the vibes going here today. We are having the amazing Emmy-nominated global impact artist. He who has created something called National Just One Firefly Day. This is an amazing big deal, okay? Because it's the first time that we're doing it. And we want to give a big shout out to all of our amazing collaborators and our sponsors. First of all, first and foremost, we're here in this amazing hub. What did you call it, Alexander Starr? You called it a hub of dopeness.
A house of culture.
Yes, a house of culture. Yes, we are at the one and only Efendee Clothing, okay? Right here in the city of Plantation. This is a beautiful, you know what I'm saying, vibe we got going. Can I get the audience to make some noise for the band, okay? The Golden People, okay? Listen, we got Lum, we got BX, we got Jordan, and of course, we got the one and only Mr. Alexander Starr. Big shout out to the Phoenix Mag. Let's get things popping and get to know our artists a little bit. You forgot Lum. No, I didn't. I started with Lum.
Oh, my bad.
I started with Lum. Y'all heard me start with Lum, right? Yeah, she got me. That's my attorney right there. That's my attorney. Nah, you good. Big shout out to Brashay in the building. Yes. It's a whole vibe. We're here to get to know Mr. Alexander Starr through music and creativity. And I just want to ask you, what about your music, Alexander Starr, kind of like makes you want to keep writing? What is it about music? Because it could be any art form, but you choose music as your catalyst.
That's an excellent question. And me being as particular as I am, I'm a dissector.
Let me fix his thing that I almost messed up because he's particular.
You dissected my cuff. I had that cuff to perfection.
No, it is to perfection.
I'm joking.
It's back.
Me writing is just simply me talking to myself. I do it inside my head. I do it out loud. I do it in my phone. I'm always talking to myself and I'm having conversations. And if I find it interesting enough, I put it in a format that makes me comfortable enough to share it with other people. Because sometimes when you say crazy things, if you just say crazy things in a regular sentence, people take you as crazy or weird. But if you say crazy things in song format, you're dope.
I love that. And I love that you're saying that in a way where like you could relate to it. Because you ever sang a song that you just like, why am I saying this? Why am I singing these lyrics, right? But it's appropriate at the time. Like, move-ish, get out the way. Sometimes it's the right time, right?
That is a driving song.
There you go. We understand each other. Now, you obviously chose impact art, right? You chose to go in a direction where the world is obviously needing to be uplifted, needing to have positive messaging. What made you want to go in that direction and stay in that pocket? Because a lot of people might start there and then stray away.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't start there. I started just making music in a recording group, and we were doing what we do. And when you don't necessarily have a purpose or a destination locked in your GPS, people who have seemingly more influential powers and positions than you, it makes it easy without purpose for them to pull your strings and tell you what you ought to be doing. And they can say, yo, you need to make a song like this, you need to do that, you need to do that. And with talent, you'll do that. Talent is simply a vehicle. Purpose is the destination that you program for that vehicle to reach. So when you find that purpose, put it in your vehicle of talent, that's when your calling comes to life. Until you braid those two, like you're like prey for the sharks.
Can I get some snaps in the building, okay? Can I get some snaps? He's speaking some facts right now, okay? Listen, we're gonna get to know our amazing star, Mr. Alexander Starr, more artistically through his music. But for now, we want you to enjoy the show here at the Phoenix TV at We.Are.Efendee Productions. You already know this is your favorite chica, Frankie Bread. I can't wait to get to know this artist through music, and I hope that you are enjoying the ride. This is the very first Threads and Melodies. Yeah, y'all can clap for that. Y'all can clap for that. What's that? What's that?
Is that my cue to start performing? That's my cue, Frankie?
Whatever you want it to be.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's sticky it out. Give me like a sticky foundation. What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling? I love this. I love the private energy, the intimate feelings. This is it's uplifting for me because I don't have to make anybody dance. I get to make your brains dance. The fewer the people or the fewer the commotion going on, the more powerful I feel. Does that make sense? What this represents is the humble come up of higher frequencies. Because there's just something about what we do that resonates at a frequency that's meant for our people. So little by little, show by show, song by song, we identify our people. And by our people, it could literally be anybody, but you won't know until you experience us, right? So this song is called Sticky Situation, and I won't even describe it. I'm just gonna go do it. But first, before I do that, I need y'all to make some noise, show some love for the golden people right behind me. Golden people, how y'all feeling? Give me 3 hits right here. These guys are magical, y'all gonna find out. Right now we inside Efendee, House of Culture. We appreciate y'all having us. 3 more hits, let's go. And we about to have some fun. This is Threads and Melodies. This is the first one, right? Happy to be here, just in case y'all didn't know. My name is Mr. Alexander Starr. Say what? Keep it this way, hey. Smoking dope, that's a habit, but being dope, that's a trait. If you get a spot on my calendar, that's high price real estate. Hey, no, I don't feel like I'm better than nobody, I just believe that I'm blessed. Cause we independent and winning, the only thing that we've been missing is press. Hey, all my peers are world leaders. I just spoke on a panel, bro. Earlier I was in Israel, rapping on back of a camel, yo. I play dumb for the wise guys, then take them out with a chess move. Highest levels of good, but I still break hearts and I bend rules. Listen to me, I am unequivocally fitted to be an epiphany tree. Literally, I am so originally gifted it sickens the critic in me. Seriously, I mean, who am I kidding? I'm living the vision the kid in me dream, kicking it with powerful people who teach me to think of myself in an equal esteem. I was a plan, drafted and crafted in heaven and planted on earth as a man, perfectly tan. Now all I need is the bread and I'm already dripping with jam. One day I'ma get a crib in Japan, practicing all of my jutsu while I'm kicking it with Kakashi with some hidden leaves in my pocket. Hey, love is my religion, I got no denomination. I float up so high that I should be in aviation. I keep it together, but I'm broken on occasion. Flowers in my pocket, it's a sticky situation. Yeah, you see me smiling, but you don't know what I'm facing. I hope I don't snap one day without no provocation. I keep it together, but I'm broken on occasion. Flowers in my pocket, it's a sticky situation. In my pocket, it's a sticky situation. They call me Mr. Alexander Starr. Say what, say what? Check it out, hey. I got a dream, but why would you care? Life isn't fair, no referees, tough SOBs, testing my peace, stretching the leash that I've kept on my beast. Humble is harder than anyone thinks. I've been ready for peace, but I've done it so long that I'm grinding my teeth and now I gotta cease. Cause I'm a human and I gotta eat. Damn, there ain't no mercy, you hungry, you thirsty, you better be ready when water is gushing. But the pipe isn't bursting until you bang it, dang it, fruit is hanging, it's up to you to claim it. Feel the famous and you'll know it's dangerous, all these funny strangers who know what your name is. So I'm hanging with warriors, I've been given these glorious vision clairvoyances. I'm under pressure, I can't pop. Screaming like bitches in K-pop. Missing my family, talk to my son cause I'm worried. He said it's okay, pop. He says I'm doing a great job, but mama don't like that I'm always on flight. She wants family nights and yeah, that'll be nice. And I'm trying, believe me, I'm trying. But I be relying on coffee too much. Every 3 hours I'm having 2 cups. Need to be sleeping, but damn it, I'm up cause I'm leading my team. I'll be damned if I'm cut. Got a good woman, she holding holding me down. If you wasting my time, then you holding her up. Fire inside and I'm about to let molten erupt. I don't think that I'm focused enough, but love is my religion. I got no denomination. I float up so high that I should be in aviation. I keep it together, but I'm broken on occasion. Flowers in my pocket, it's a sticky situation. Yeah, you see me smiling, but you don't know what I'm facing. I hope I don't snap one day without no provocation. I keep it together, but I'm broken on occasion. Flowers in my pocket, it's a sticky situation. One more time, then we hard stop. I told him, my name is Mr. Alexander Starr. Say what, say what?
Make some noise for Mr. Alexander Starr. Yes. Now, before we move on, I do want to encourage, of course, questions from the audience. I do want to encourage anyone who wants to ask anything, please let us know. Come over here. Just come around the register area. Kayla will show you, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll get your question for Mr. Alexander Starr. But I want to ask you something about your lyrics, because something that really speaks to me in this song is that you're speaking to the human in you, that you are flawed, that you aren't always together, that sometimes things aren't always, going well for you, or things might not always seem what they are, right? People, especially in this social media world, we live in a facade, and you really spoke life into that. What made you want to write that as a part of the hook so people really can gravitate with what it is that you're saying?
I mean, the lyric, I keep it together, but I'm broken on occasion. I feel like that's probably one of the most universal lyrics in the song. Like, we all got, like, our lives are the stock market. Goes up, goes down. Hopefully, the trend rises over time, right? But together, broken. Together, broken. It's just a matter of keeping your togetherness more consistent than your brokenness.
I love that. And I love that even as you're speaking about it with your hands, y'all heard, okay? He should be in aviation, right? So obviously you're high-low. Where does that inspiration come from? Your metaphors are so realistic. I could see it. I could see the aviation. I could feel myself in a plane. I could see flowers in your pocket. I could see the sticky situation. Where did the metaphors come from for Alexander Starr?
It's probably because my mom's a hippie.
Talk about it.
Probably. I don't know. I imagine a lot. I imagine out loud. I dream loud. And it just comes out that way. And honestly, people speak so many different languages. They speak so many different, like, cultural euphemisms that, like, imagery through language, to me, seems to be the best way to get people to understand what you're trying to say when you put it in pictures. Because pictures are easier to understand than words. So if you don't understand my words, I'm going to turn my words into pictures.
And it's vivid, is it not? Do you guys agree? Make some noise for Alexander Starr, y'all. Yes. So we're going to continue on this lyrical journey. But again, here at F&D, we want to encourage the questions. My last question before you get into the next song. Obviously, we are in a creative hub, a place where a lot of creativity is birthed. You and I met through creative means, right? Positivity pays. Why do you collaborate? Where does that sense of collaboration come from? A lot of people think that it's just them that got to get there. But you really, truly believe in that. And it's a part of your platform because you speak and breathe life into the team that you have, the people that you work with. Where does that come from for Alexander Starr? The sense of collaboration. You can't say your mama hippie. That's it. You already said that last time.
I just know I don't have all the answers. I don't have anywhere near all the answers. I know my perspective, but if you've ever been in an argument and someone gives you an equally valid perspective that you didn't even think of, you realize, like, it's not all about you. It will never be all about you. This is a world of individuals, and I value the value in other individuals. My dad has this plaque on the wall that says, "It's what you learn after you know it all that counts." And it's so fire.
That's deep. I love that.
So it's just a matter of, like, everybody's perspective is different and it's beautiful. And when you find the chemistry with other perspectives, that's when special things happen. These people behind me, like Jordan, BX, Lim, like, the chemistry it's almost unmatchable, you know? I transferred out of chemistry class after first day in high school because I didn't need the credit. But I understand the specificity of if you mix this one and this one together, no reaction. But if you add this third one, right? So chemistry is special, and it wouldn't exist if everybody was the same. Every element matters, right? So we're all different elements. I'm a single element, or maybe I'm a multi-racial element that happened by way of whatever the chemistry word for that is. Fusion, fission, whatever. But together we are something so special. And alone I got something, but together we got way more. So collaboration is key.
Make some noise for this chemical bond right here of the
Hey,
golden
there we
people.
go. Yeah.
And I got you. I passed science class. You feel me? Make some noise, y'all, as we get into the next selection of Alexander Starr.
Y'all feel like, oh yes? Yeah, let's do oh yes.
Oh yes. Y'all feel like oh yes?
All right.
Oh yeah. Y'all feel like oh yes?
Oh yes. All right. So I'm gonna set the tempo and y'all give me the D minor stabs. Cool. All right. Stab. I'm gonna need a stronger stab than that. Pause. Stab. Oh, you don't got distortion on there? You got distortion or no? Stab. Yeah, I want that. Okay. Here we go. Broward. Rolling through the city in my hometown. Pulling up tough with the top down. Powder blue paint, cream seat. Got me looking like I'm in a clear day on a white cloud. Glory be to God for my lifestyle. Better for my kids, that's what I vow. The only thing you seeing is the private jet we be in, but we get it by believing in it right now. I load a clip up in a love gun. I point it right up at your chest plate. I pull the trigger on the speaker box. Blop, blop, watch your brainwave levitate. Woo, come and float with your boy, man. Cut the chains in the rope with your boy, man. In a minute, I'll be running for the top office. Can I count on you to vote for your boy, man? Mr. Alexander Starr. I don't fit a label, so they label me bizarre. Cruising out to Cuba just to puff on a cigar. Then I'm outie with my Saudi on a charter to Qatar. I'm in a real small village with the kids playing football. What the heaven took y'all so long? Hey, I be running all over the world, touchdown, and I'm taking off again. Better hold on. You don't wanna take a walk in my shoes, wanna know why? Cause they're my size. You could try to come up here for a high five, but the fall back down's like a skydive. No net, no sweat. People wanna tell me what I can't go get, and then they see me walking with it like, oh no, and I smile right back at them like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. They be looking at me like, oh no, and I smile right back at them like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. They be fronting on me like, oh no, and I smile right back at them like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. They be looking at me like, oh no, and I smile right back at them like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. They be fronting on me like, oh no, and I smile right back at them like, oh yes. Hey, I thought one of y'all was going solo. Jordan, take it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. They be looking at me like, oh no, and I smile right back at them like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Niggas frontin' on me like, oh no, and I smile right back at them like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. They be looking at me like, oh no, and I smile right back at them like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. They be frontin' on me like, oh no, and I smile right back at them like, oh. Yeah.
Y'all make some noise, F&D, for Miss Alexander Starr and the Golden People. Listen, I always get this question whenever I tell people about you and your music, right? And I think it's something that we all can kind of relate to when you listen to an artist. You kind of put them in a box, right? You look for the genre. If you had to describe Alexander Starr and the Golden People's genre, what would it be? Because we just saw two variations of you.
My entire career I've been having this conversation. And you could just call us polygamists.
Y'all start putting it in Google now, y'all. Y'all start putting it at the top of the search engine.
We're genreistically polygamous. You could call it R&B with multiple baby mamas, hip hop with multiple baby mamas, rock with multiple baby mamas. Our drummer's not here. When our drummer's here, it's a whole different genre, a whole different energy.
And when you have your vocalist, that also kind of changes the dynamic. Like, you have different ranges of you. You can be just you and keys, just you and guitar, just you and bass, just three. Just,
so, all right, so
that's a lot of variation.
I'm going to dive in a little bit deeper. A genre is simply a set of rules that is generalistically understood, but we don't abide by any rules. So in theory, the idea of having a genre is counterintuitive to our lifestyle. So I would say we don't really subscribe to any, we contribute to all.
Y'all can snap for that, okay? Y'all can snap for that. And you know what? I love that you said that, because it kind of goes in tune with the Efendee brand, right? We didn't want to just say, hey, this is just a clothing brand. These two brothers wanted the world to know that they actually are there for people, and they want to put a platform for people to put their businesses out there, to put their creative ideas out there, giving people platforms. What have the platforms that you have been blessed with and the opportunities have provided for you in your band?
What have the platforms provided?
Yeah, like what type of opportunities have some of the platforms that you've been on, such as, you know, platforms like these, the sense of collaboration, I'm going somewhere with this, right? What has that done for you as an artist?
Told me about myself and how the world perceives me, because we all perceive ourselves certain ways, but how we come off to the world can be completely different. So every time I have an idea of what our set list is gonna be, how this song is gonna, like, when we do a show, we imagine the show before we do it. Most of the time, the actual show is completely different than what we imagined. The reception, the way that the energy is circulating, it all comes out differently than what you imagine. So it's almost like every platform that we're on is a different reality check for different litmus tests of crowds, right? I'm trying not to be too scientific, because I did say I dropped out of chemistry class. But
you're a musical scientist.
I guess so. But yeah, from platform to platform to platform, you just get introduced to new people, you learn new things, and you understand that, okay, I'm gonna give you a weird visual. This is the picture of me, right? You know, when you try cologne and perfume, it's different on everybody's skin.
Yes.
Right?
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes,
Yeah.
oh yes.
So one, you know, this perfume on you could smell completely different than that perfume on Bree. So picture us as a scent. We're a cologne. We sit differently with different people. So that's the beauty of being on different platforms, is you get to understand how you impact people, cut of different cloths and threads, and, you know, I'll stop being weird now.
No, cut of different cloths and threads and melodies. Y'all make some noise for Alexander Starr.
Hey, BX, you already know. Yeah, so this is a song. It's called Fell on My Feet. I haven't even recorded the vocals yet, but this is like one of my favorite ones to perform. I'm really excited about this, guys. Y'all ready? Give me that turnaround, BX. Here it goes. Y'all ready? Check it out. Me. I remember when my family used to get dressed up to go to Olive Garden. Now I'm sipping brandy in Slovenia while I'm strolling through an Olive Garden. Used to be such a romantic until I got broken. Now I think my heart is hardened. They be like, what is your job? I be like, bitch, I'm an artist. Okay, now let's get this party started. We need 7 bottles of your finest Remy. If you with us, then pour it up good and plenty. If you not, then I probably won't offer any. Everyone's throwing up 50s and 100s. I'm different, cause I do not drop a penny. My mama Jewish, my daddy black, and I'm a rock star like the younger Lenny. Hey, put me on. A-Star, put me on. You ain't supported not one of my songs, but you want me to put you on. I'm like, what is that? Test me, you'll see I'm invested in every drop of my sweat. I'm trying to get me a house in the islands that comes with a colorful tropical pet, but then I let it go, cause I don't be keeping no slaves. I'ma be free to my grave. There come a day when you know you got people to save, and there is no need to behave. Be true to your veins, that's what I do. Sticking and moving with people I choose. Some people scheming, but they don't get through, cause I got little birdies who give me the news. I don't get stuck, but I puff on that glue and I I be so on point, I got nothing to prove. Not to be rude, but come from my fam and I'll step on your neck like the gum on my shoe. All that I'll ever require of you is that you keep it real and you tell me the truth. Anything less and you'll never be trusted again. And you can't sit at lunch with my crew, and my nigga, we eat 8 days a week, racking up wins and I don't gotta cheat. I'm having dinner with global elite on the 80th floor in the Jupiter suite, and that shit don't exist, at least not to you. That's why I gotta be hella discreet. I'm fighting demons you never could beat. They knocked me down but I fell on my feet. I fell on my feet. I fell on my feet. I'm fighting demons you never could beat. They knocked me down but I fell on my feet. I fell on my feet. I fell on my feet. I'm fighting demons you never could beat. They knocked me down, but I fell on my feet. Ayy, fell on my feet. Ayy, I'm fighting demons you never could beat. They knocked me down, but I fell on my feet. I fell on my feet. Ayy, fell on my feet. Ayy, I'm fighting demons you never could beat. They knocked me down, but I fell on my feet. Believe me, we eat 8 days a week, racking up wins, and I don't gotta cheat. I'm having dinner with global elite on the 80th floor in the Jupiter suite, and that shit don't exist, at least not to you. That's why I gotta be hella discreet. I'm fighting demons you never could beat. They knocked me down, but I fell on my feet. I fell on my.
Ooh, y'all make some noise for Mr. Alexander Starr and the Golden People.
Boo, 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 boo.
I love the range. I love the range. We do have an audience question. I want to introduce one half of F&D. He is the store owner that is with us today. He goes by Frank. Y'all make some noise for the one and only Frank, who without his support, this would not be made possible.
Hey, how y'all doing? First
All right,
off,
all right.
I want to say thank you for coming out and blessing us with your music. Thank you all for coming and enjoying the good vibes. You and your band, y'all work amazingly together. I'd like to know how that union came. How did Alexander Starr get married to the Golden People?
Ah, you guys okay with being married to me?
It changes things.
So, it's the one thing about musicians, right? Amazing musicians congregate with other amazing musicians. If you know one amazing musician, they became that way because of their network of friends who are also amazing musicians. Jordan was the first thread in the Golden People as it is today. And I was referred to Jordan by a former drummer. Jordan was what? You were what, 17? 18? Well, you looked 17 or 18, and he was a kid. And I was talking to this kid on the phone for like 4 months because I hadn't seen him play before, but I needed musicians. And then I think in our very first phone call, he played one of my original songs for me over the phone. And I'm like, yo, you actually studied me? You studied my music before we met? And he was like, well, yeah.
With that voice?
That sounded like me back then.
He's way cooler now, but I could pull up pictures. It was like, well, yeah. So the beauty about Jordan is two words that don't normally go together. He's a responsible musician.
Damn.
No offense, but it's true. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. I'm not lying. Jordan is a responsible musician, and he just kind of like brought in other musicians that he works well with, and for one reason or another, they like me, and they like what we do, and I think there's a freedom. See, here's the biggest thing, though. This is the biggest thing. There are a lot of bands that do a lot of music for a lot of different scenes, whether it be corporate, weddings, originals, whatever. But the culture that I foster for this band is freedom of expression. When they all first came in, I was just like, listen, we're gonna be doing some weddings, we gotta do cover songs, we're gonna do some corporates, we gotta do cover songs, but like, let's know the song, but you're gifted on your instrument. Know it so you can break it. And other bands don't really let people do that. They're like, play it like the song. Play it like the song. And I'm like, no, we're going to reinvent it. Matter of fact, how does Bruno do this song live with his band? Let's take that and then let's reinvent that. So now when we're showing up, my musicians have the freedom to do what they want to do stylistically. I'm getting them paid, and we're having fun being ourselves. That was kind of like the first bowl of soup that I created for this music. Is just the key ingredient is freedom. Then when you introduce the originals, I give them freedom with that too. What we do live, some of these originals, they're on Spotify and Apple Music. When you hear us live, it's an interpolation of what the actual song is. And for those who don't know what interpolation is, it's understanding what something is and then kind of like twisting it into something new, right? So in band rehearsal, I'll play one of my original songs, and then they start playing along with it, and then they start twisting it. But it's twists so nice, right? It makes like those trolley gummy worm type of twists. And we're like, I'm being weird again. But y'all know what I'm saying. So anyways, freedom. Freedom is the key ingredient. Freedom of expression, freedom of gift. Like, I can't do what these guys do. So, you know, we have freedom with the GPS programmed in.
I got you, Star. I got you. Brandon Freeney, Positivity Pays. I got a quick question.
Okay.
So, what we'll do is we'll have a personal conversation because we have a personal relationship.
Let's go.
What's next? Yeah, you know, if I called you like, Star, what's going on, bro? What's happening? How you doing?
I'm going to need some specificity because there's a lot of lanes of traffic in my brain, and I need to know which vehicle I need to pull from.
We talk about most impact, music, growth, you know.
Excellent. Well, the biggest impact that I'm seeking to have right now is on myself.
Okay.
Because what I've been realizing over the years of my career, all achievements aside, all platform accomplishments aside, is I've spent a lot of time catering music for people other than myself. And I'm reaching a place where I want to make music for me. And in doing that, I find my freedom.
For sure.
I'm capable of crafting songs for anyone, anywhere. But crafting them for myself is a whole different experience. And that's what I care about right now.
So you made a comment about Bruno and, you know, kind of understanding something so much that you can reform it and break it, right? Mm-hmm. When I tell people about you, this is how I describe you. So I don't know if this is a compliment or if you feel like, oh my God, I don't know if I like that. So I tell people, you do not necessarily rap as good as Drake. And
that's already a terrible description.
That's what. Hold on, but listen. But let me finish. Let me finish, bro.
Why would you ever start anything with that?
Listen.
Strike it from the record.
Strike it from the record. So listen. So this is the comparison. So the I think two of
like after you already said that, I don't want to hear about this artist anymore. Like
I hear you, but just that's why I want to know how you feel about it. And you already started before I even finished. But cool. So what I say is, I think two of the biggest artists in the world are Bruno Mars and Drake. Will we agree? In terms of, yeah. Two of the biggest artists in the world, Bruno Mars and Drake. Do you agree?
In terms of light-skinned artists, yeah.
Okay, cool. You're light-skinned, so that's why I kind of make the comparison, right? Does that make sense? If we're talking about light-skinned people, no? So, with that being the case, would you take offense to being compared to those two artists because you do?
If you start off the sentence with "not as good as," yeah.
Okay. So that was actually a trick question because I wanted to know if you were going to take offense. So you did, and that's good because you know that you're the best. So I appreciate you doing what you just did, and that's what makes Star a star because you're in the same class.
Here's the thing. Drake and Bruno are like
you are Drake and Bruno to me. That's what you are a mosh podge of those two artists to me. That's how I feel.
He's twisting me so much right now.
Hey, but perspective. Did you not say perspective?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
But your perspective.
Don't make it right or wrong. It's just my perspective.
No. It's neither right nor wrong. But the action of comparing me is already subtracting from Alexander Starr and itself.
I got you. But it's to describe you to someone else so they can understand what you are. Because some people need that. Like, so if they never seen you and I say Drake, Bruno Mars, sing, rap, oh, is that what he does? Because
I mean, honestly, I would rather you when somebody asks you what I do, you say, I don't know, but you got to see for yourself. I would rather that.
I could accept that.
Because everyone has already got their preconceived opinions of both of those artists. So what you're doing is, by comparing me to any artist, you're already instilling feelings inside someone about other people that have nothing to do with me per se.
I love it. It's dope. So let me let somebody else get on the mic. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
I'm not done with you.
Oh, well, let me get started with you, because you are better than both artists because you have impact.
But I'm not.
You are. That's my opinion.
I'm not.
You can't tell me about my perspective.
I have to
tell me about my perspective.
My bad, fam. I had an important call to take. I wasn't trying to be rude. My
You
bad.
good.
My bad.
You good.
Look what happens when I let go of the microphone. Listen, we do have some more questions from the audience, okay? We do have Janelle from 211 Broward, and I'm so excited that she's here to have this question because her question is pretty profound, and she shared it with me. I'm going to let her introduce herself and ask you. But the reason I say the importance of her even being here is because, of course, of my favorite Alexander Starr song, Just One Firefly, right? And the impact that has. And we'll save that a little bit for later. But right now, I want to make sure that Janelle gets her proper time, okay? So y'all make some noise for Janelle.
What up, Nelly?
What's up? Okay, so I have followed your career since 2008. Wow. So my question is, where do you envision you and your band 10 years from now?
He stood up for that. VX was like, yeah. 10 years from now, picking and choosing where we want to perform. Wait, we need to mic these guys up. What was that, Lim?
No, you don't.
We need. Yeah, I want to hear from you. That's why I was trying to get these guys on the mic. What did he say? What was that?
He said, depending on how many kids I got.
The reason I say picking and choosing where we want to perform is this music industry, music in general, really any industry, it's like you get work when you can get work, right? This ain't like a 9 to 5. There ain't no benefits in this. We don't have, combined life health insurance with all this, until you reach certain levels with certain companies. So for us, I like to see us at a place where we're all successful and independent and established to the point where we don't have to do shows just because they're paying us. You could offer me a show and you're gonna pay us $100K, and if it's my daughter's birthday party, hey, I can't make it. Sorry, So that's what I would like for all of us, is the freedom to pick and choose when we want to work and when we want to show up. And also, honestly, 10 years from now, I want us to have been set as the example of artistic freedom through a lens of positive impact that other artists have followed on a mass scale. The whole idea of impact art is just the idea that, the authenticity that resides within you, regardless of who you are, is strong enough to impact the world and to facilitate a living off of. People think that, there's not really a space for making money outside of what they see other people doing. And we're doing it completely different from other people. We're literally breaking rules, breaking genres, breaking status quo and standard protocols of what's being done on a mass scale. And I want to win so heavy that we change the tide. We switch the swing of the pendulum so that other artists are like, yo, I like what they doing. I'm going to do it that way. Yeah. Dukes. What's up, man?
Can the F&D House of Culture, as Alexander Starr put it, make some noise for Alexander Starr and the Golden People? You were a little on the hot seat right there. You know what I'm saying? Had a lot of different questions, but right now we're going to get into yet another amazing selection. Here is Mr. Alexander Starr and the Golden People.
I was chilling for a minute, but now I'm back on the scene and I'm better than ever. I'm better than ever. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm back on the scene and I'm better than ever. I'm better than ever. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I said I'm back on the scene and I'm better than ever. I'm better than ever. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We back on the scene and I'm better than ever. We better than ever. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Working overtime, I can't reclaim yet. I was at the bus stop, now I'm flying jet. If it's purpose out there, I'ma find it. Ay, every day I gotta hold my own. My life is like a construction zone. Every now and then I gotta move my cones. I just pray that I can finish this before I'm gone. They wanna tap my phone, they wanna wire my line. Hey, look, I'm sorry if I had to have my cellular number changed like 4 or 5 times. Gee, but you still know how to reach me. I'm a conqueror, Vinny Vitti Vici. Mama said I better get up out of these streets. Might look lost, but I'm following my instincts. I'm back on the scene and I'm better than ever. I'm better than ever. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm back on the scene and I'm better than ever. I'm better than ever. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I said I'm back on the scene, better than ever. I'm better than ever. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know we back on the scene, better than ever. We better than ever. Oh yeah, BX the musical genius on the keys, y'all. Hey. Jordan UCB on the lead guitar. Jordan James. The brand, chocolate drop on the low end. I'm back on the scene and I'm better than ever. I'm better than ever. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm back on the scene and I'm better than ever. I'm better than ever. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I said I'm back on the scene, better than ever. I'm better than ever. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know we back on the scene and we better than ever. We better than ever. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And in case you didn't know, my name is Mr. Alexander Starr. Say what? We gon' tell her one more time, Mr. Alexander Starr. Thought I told him, yeah, my name is Mr. Alexander Starr. My name is Mr. Alexander Starr. Ba 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 bum.
Chickadee! Y'all make some noise for Mr. Alexander Starr and the Golden People. Now I got a question straight from the lyrics for you, Starr. Where were you? What was happening? Why were you back on the scene? Why were you better than ever? What hurdles did you go through that you made that the hook of your song? What was it? What was that moment?
Although the verses are mine, the chorus was not for me. I wrote this song in a SIP facility, SIPP, Statewide Inpatient Psychiatric Program. So I was working with basically a lockdown high school of teenagers who have endured physical and mental trauma, and they could not be in their home environments or a public school environment, so they had to be in this lockdown high school that was quote unquote therapy. It was kind of like high school jail, right? So every weekend I would go in there and bring Pro Tools, recording software, microphone, beats, and I would write and record music with the kids, right? I got letters from the psychologists that basically said that since we started going in there, the kids were on their best behavior all week so that they could work with us on the weekend, right? Which is really dope and really affirming. But this particular song was one of the girls in there who had the voice of an angel. She got released from the program, and then a few months later, she came back. She was readmitted by her parents, and she was down, and I showed up. I'm like, yo, what are you doing here? She's like, my parents put me back in here. I don't think I need to be in here, but they still put me back, and she was upset, and she was like, Mr. Stark, can we please make some music? Can you please write me a song? So I was like, listen, yeah, you might be back, but you're better than ever. And that's where this song came from. So I recorded this literally inside the lockdown facility. So the version that's on Spotify right now, my vocals were recorded in the SIP. And I just wrote the verses for myself when I got out of there. And yeah, that's the story behind that song.
I love that. Can y'all make some noise for how music comes full circle, okay? Because that's such a beautiful story. It's literally, like you said, you don't always write from your own perspective. Sometimes it may be other things. And then many times with your impact art, it's things that are actually impacting the world, impacting people's individual everyday lives. And I think that's something that we shouldn't take for granted. Before you get into your next selection, I also wanted to ask you, in that, what compels you to want to be a catalyst for different stories as opposed to telling people just to write their own stories? You're actually willing to be that voice on their behalf.
Because people need help telling their stories. And I happen to have the apparatus to help them do that. I'm like a prism. When people have their story, it's like they send a beam of light towards me, and then I, on the other end, spit out a bunch of colors based on what they just told me. And I like doing that. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of mental work, but it's kind of what I'm built for. And if you don't use what you're built for, you're wasting your life.
I love that. And this is, okay, the projection of what is happening. Y'all make some noise for Mr. Alexander Starr and the Golden People.
So this is going to be our last one, and this is kind of like, it's like my mission statement. And it's one of my favorite songs to perform because it's like my middle finger to the gatekeepers. I say that every time. This is called That's What I Do Best. Jordan James, give me some chords.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Can I get everyone in the house to just snap for me real quick? Yeah. Yo. Check it out. Hey, I try to look at the world through the eyes of a child. Hey, but I haven't done that since I was a child. Oh man, I must have walked 1,000 miles as a child, learning how to make it on my own. Long road, living life like a raw freestyle. I just go and I realize fame, it could have been money, it could have been love, it could have been, yeah, quicker than you know. But then again, pain, it could have been hard times, it could have been, yeah. But trouble ain't nothing but the chance to let you grow. Check it out. Man, these people trying to stop me never rest, forcing me to swim upstream, but I'm not impressed. Cause that's what I do best. That's what I do best. That's what I do best. Man, I got the whole world thinking it can't be done, so I beat my chest. Cause that's what I do best. That's what I do best. That's what I do best. I ain't never scared, I'm forever ready. So come and get me while I beat my chest. Cause that's what I do best. Yo. Oh yeah. Yo, I gotta thank the Lord for the people I know, the cities I go, the living I do. Cause I face the world through the highs and the lows, fearing no man while I'm walking on through. Like labba-doo-dop-dop, doobie-doo-bop-bop. I'm straight up the block cause I'm on my way. Oh, labba-doo-dop-dop. He writes the game plan, that's how I know fame. It could have been money, it could have been lot of it could happen, yeah, quicker than you know. But then again, pain, it could happen. Hard times, but trouble ain't nothing but the chance to let you grow. Damn, man, these people trying to stop me never rest. They tryna force me to swim upstream, but I'm never impressed. Cause that's what I do best. That's what I do best. That's what I do best. Man, I got the whole world thinking it can't be done, so I beat my chest. Cause that's what I do best. That's what I do best. That's what I do best. I ain't never scared, I'm forever ready. So come and get me while I beat my chest. Ooh. Listen, tough times get your mind to grow. And I've been pushing so long, man, I swear I must be swole. They drop these rocks off in my street, they build these walls all in my way, thinking I'ma fold the hand I got. That's till I straight flush all of them down the drain, but y'all don't hear me though. Hold up, you see me shine cause I'm golden, traveling the world and I'm rocking the raw clothing. Peace sign up, that's the silhouette I'm holding. Pocket full of laundry, my money steady folding. Boy, what you talking about? You know I be rolling. Pin them haters up and knock them down, I be bowling. Trying to make a brother go hard, man, who you wanna test? You know that's what I do best. That's what I do best. That's what I do best. Man, I got the whole world thinking it can't be done while cause that's what I do best. That's what I do best. That's what I do best. I ain't never scared, I'm forever ready. So come and get me while I beat my chest. I swear these people trying to stop me never rest. They tryna force me to swim upstream, but I'm never impressed. Nuh-uh, cause when they tell me I'm nothing, I'm nothing like the others, I tell them I know, that's what I do best. That's what I do best. Hey. That's what I do best. Bow.
Threads and Melodies, make some noise! Oh my God, you guys are so talented. Every time I experience you, I want to look at you and say this, even though we're recording, but like, I always experience you guys as musicians differently. And I always ask Star the questions, right? Because Star is that, right? The guy that answers all the questions, right? But you guys are so impeccably talented. Like, Jordan, you wow me every single time I see you. Like, every time. Like, I'm all like, I don't play guitar, but like, I have a ukulele that I've been killing it at. I've been killing it, y'all. I've been killing it on one note. But you gonna teach me how to get some more notes in there, okay? You are so talented. Your fingers, where you looking? At the laptop or the keyboard? I don't know which. I don't know which one, okay? And you over here, you just be bobbing. I'm like, he don't even read music. He's just like, yep, that's what we do best. All right, yep. So, like, seriously, I'm not just saying that, but the cameras could be off, everything could be gone. I need to tell you to your face with the right names this time. Lim, right? BX, right? Jordan, right? We always make noise for Mr. Star, which we will. But right now, let the band hear you. Let the band feel it. Because there is no band without the actual musicians, right? You have an amazing voice, but you guys together, you're a powerhouse. Like, wow. Make some noise one more time. Threads and Melodies. So listen, that concludes our program. I just got a few more questions. I do want to encourage, if anybody has one more question, we just can take one more question from the audience. But I do want to ask you before we wrap up, what was this experience like for you here today at Threads and Melodies?
Well, I'm inside a house of culture, so I feel free to resonate my culture and our culture. I had fun answering the questions, except when someone said I wasn't as good of a rapper as Drake.
Where he at? I think he wanted to publicly apologize about that. Did you want to publicly apologize?
Comparison is the thief of joy, and I am so sorry that I stole the joy. You are better than Drake and Bruno Mars.
Because you are Alexander Starr. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
But see, now I have to be OCD in tangent because I disagree with the logic of better than anyone.
Talk about it.
I completely disagree with that logic.
A re-apology of the apology for the apologizers.
Everyone has a fingerprint. My fingerprint will work on my biometric lock. When I go like this, the doors that are meant for me will open. If you put your fingerprint on that biometric lock, my doors ain't opening for you, but your doors are. Drake got dope ass doors that open for him, but they might not be the same as my doors. So I don't think any comparison of anyone makes sense, except for the fact that we're light skinned. That's it. That's it. And we're both black and Jewish.
Oh, that's cool.
And we're both born in 86. So he might be my doppelganger.
Let's keep going on the comparisons here.
But regardless, like him and Bruno, like, yo, I look up to these dudes. They're both like phenomenal. And the idea of like, let's take Drake for example, right? How many songs does this guy have, right? And he doesn't miss. Like everything that he writes
that is very true.
Is like top quality silk threads, right? Everything. As an artist, that shit's hard to do. There are days where I don't like nothing I write, but he don't. If he has off days, that means he's making 10,000 songs and then maybe releasing like 1,000 of them, right? But anyways, yeah, I mean, I might be my own worst critic because
I ain't see you miss. So
what I consider a miss is probably not a miss in the eyes of many. But
look at the band and the support team. We're like, no, there ain't no misses over here. We ain't playing with that.
But I'm just saying, I look up to other people. I don't ever I don't compete. I collaborate.
Yes, I love that. What a plug-in.
Yeah.
Get over there with your positivity, paying it forward or whatever. My last question for you, Alexander Starr. Thank you for, giving us a wrap-up of what Threads and Melodies was like.
Yes, ma'am.
But when you hear Threads, when you hear Melodies, right, when you talk about what it is to be within the own fabric of your music, talk about what that means and how you put that out to the world.
Well, I'm going to tell you something that I like about F&D. It's homegrown. It's high quality. Is dope. I said at the beginning of this concert that what we're doing today represents the humble come up of high frequency. Everything in here is high frequency. Like everybody got a clothing line nowadays, but everybody clothes ain't this quality. Like look, they outfitted the whole band. Like we are all threaded up. We look dope. This is top quality, right?
Head to toe.
And
just saying, Seamus.
look at the aesthetics. Like it's dope. It's just dope in here, and it is the product of dope minds coming together to do something. FND ain't one person. It's a team, right? Teamwork makes amazing things happen, and this is teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes,
and this
I
is
love that.
what this experience, Threads and Melodies, represents is multiple teams coming together and kind of like scrimmaging on the same team. It's multiple teams on the same team. Positivity Pays on that team too. Frankie Red ENT's on the same team too. 211's on the same team too. Brachet is on the same team too. Like this is all just dope people coming together doing stuff. What is it? Off the Radar on that team too. Off the Radar's on that team too. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is what we do. We're just dope people who come together. We come together and do dope stuff. I
love it. And thank you for giving the flowers to everybody. Can I please get the house to make some noise for Mr. Alexander Starr?
And Phoenix, come on, man.
Of course.
Phoenix, man.
Come on, this would not be. You see the lights? You see the quality? No, he actually kind of stole my job doing the acknowledgments, but it's cool because I'm going to just piggyback off of him because you are so amazing. Starr, I just want to say thank you for sharing space with us. Thank you for this. If anybody got a drink in their hand, toast with me, take a drink with me, take a drink with me. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Band, what we cheering to? What we cheering to? Oh, dang, the band ain't got no drinks, y'all. They ain't got no drinks. Kayla, can we do something about that just real quick? Because you know the way we open and
Can I get one without juice? I want the straight champagne.
It gotta be.
Let me get the one without juice.
Only champagne for the Starr. And Mr. Jordan over here is dry. Mr. Jordan is dry. Yes, here we go. Got one more going. Just
or is he?
And Jose, you hold that last one. That last one's for Off the Radar. All right, here we go. So we're gonna cheers. What are we cheering to, team? Collaboration. Which I got. Come on, BX. Give me something good. More life. Give me something good. More life again. Okay, so double more life. What you said? More music. Alexander Starr. What you say?
Purpose.
Cheers. Listen, y'all, that about wraps things up here at the very first Threads and Melodies at F&D Clothing. I am your host and curator, your favorite chica, Frankie Red. Be sure to follow on all the platforms, all of these amazing people, all of these amazing collaborators, especially where we're at right here at We.Are.Efendee.
I got one more toast.
Oh, what's up? What's up?
Supporters.
Oh, come on now. Big shout out to Janelle, okay, 211, the whole family. Listen, like Alexander Starr said, it takes a village. It takes a lot of people to make amazing things happen. Thanks so much to the Phoenix Magazine. Be sure to follow them at the Phoenix Mag. We are F&D at we.R.Efendee. Of course, your favorite chica, Frankie Red Words, The Golden People at The Golden People Official, and Mr. Alexander Starr, all spelled correctly. I will see you at the next Threads and Melodies. Guess who's gonna be your next feature? Me! Featuring the tribe. I can't wait to see you right here at F&D.